Hello, sir.
Okay, what's the question?
It's on the last one. It's not clear. The one you said when price touches the moving average. That was the last thing you were trying to explain.
Yeah, the last thing I was trying to explain there.
So,
Okay. I wanted to ask if based on the
we
I guess all
wanted
of you are clear on based on the previous this thing. The previous what would
yeah, we are clear with that.
analysis I talked on based on CAT-JPY. You are clear, right? Everything I did there is
Yes, sir.
right. What is all what I taught you before. Everything I did there, I taught you before everything. So
Yes.
I want to believe that we all understand. I want to believe that we all understand.
Yes, we do.
All right. Let me go back to talking about the new one I talked about. Now, I want to share my screen. I'll share whiteboard first. Now, this is it. Can you see the whiteboard now?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, on a normal, when price does this, when price go up and started coming down, looking to touch your moving averages. Let's say your moving average is here. Before touching these moving averages, it's going to do something like this. It's going to form another course. In forming this course, it will now push down to your moving averages. Can you see?
Yes.
Are you people understanding this I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Good. Now, when it touches moving averages here, if price wants to go down, listen, if price will continue moving down like this, like continue selling, you know, after touching our moving averages, it's supposed to do something like this and go back up, right? To continue the trend, right?
Yes.
Am I right?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Good. But what happened? In this scenario, it actually did this and drop. It did this and keep on dropping. So we want to know why. Now, in knowing why, I want you to understand something. Two things are very important in this particular style. The first one is this, and this is the first important thing. The first one is this, and the second one is the space. Now, when I mean the space, I'm talking about from this particular level to this particular low. This is the space price will cover. This is the space. This is the space. Price is going to work with this space, this market structure space here. And how will it do that? It is either going to retrace from this point, this particular point you are seeing here, or it will form something like this. Come to this top and drop. Now, the important aspect in this place are this place I cycle. This top and this particular top. Like I said, price will either reverse from this place or it will reverse from this particular pulse, this particular market structure level. And this place, if you want to reverse from this place, this is either an order block region or the eye of the candle that touches the moving averages. Remember, all this thing is going to happen in this space. Anything that closes above this particular market structure is a breakout and price will target here. Are we getting it? Are we getting it? Yes or no, please?
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
Price is going to close above that region. If it closes above this region here, it's going to target this up. But since it did not close above that region, something is going to happen. Since it did not close above this particular region, something is going to happen. And what is going to happen? It is going to reverse. Price is going to reverse. Since price did not close above that region, it is going to reverse. And in reversing, they have to be a particular formation. They have to be a particular formation. Since it did not close above this our market structure, it is going to drop. Since it is going to drop, they have to be a particular formation. At this place, I cycled. Something is going to happen here before it drops. And that is why I'm going to show you, because that is what I use in taking this particular CAD JPY trade. Where is the trade? That is what I use in taking this particular CAD JPY trade. As you can see, this is it, the CAD JPY trade. That is what I use in taking the trade. And the same method I applied also in this Euro JPY. The same method. So let's go further. This is a CAD JPY. But hope people understand the concept before I continue.
Yes.
You understand the concept?
Yes.
Yes.
Now let's go back and see. Let's go back and see what really happened within CAD JPY. Now this is my chart. All right. Now, if you remember very well, in the picture I drew during with the whiteboard, I said something. The price is going to drop if it want to touch the moving averages and continue in the trend. It's going to start creating the market structure very quickly, and that is what it did here. It created the first market structure point, drop without touching the moving average, created the second market structure point, then it drops after touching the moving average. Now, remember I said something. When it touched the moving averages, I said something here. I said something here. Can you see my whiteboard? Can you see the whiteboard?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
All right. I said something here. Let me draw it again. I said something here. The price, if price want to fall, is going to create what? A cause, a new market structure. And what will you do? It will create the market structure, knowing fully whether it wants to touch the moving averages. The moving averages is there. It's going to touch the moving averages. It's going to create the market structure before touching it. But now it drops. In this scenario, we have this. The one we are looking at in CAD JPY. We have something like this. It went back up. Then it touches the moving averages here. Right? It touches the moving averages. Now, this is the support level we are looking at. Yeah. Now, what did it do? Like I told you, we are going to work with what? This particular space. This is the space we are working with. Yeah. And yeah. But the most important of them all is this space. When price close above this space, it's going to target up. That is the next target. Once it's close above here, when I mean close, a true breakout is going to go further up and the trend will continue. But since we are not looking for price to continue, we want price to do what? Come back and touch this our market structure zone, this particular level here. Now, when it touches here, our entry formation is what we are now going to put around here. Our entry formation, want to see our entry formation. They will now build a course. They will build a bigger course in order for them to do what? Push price downward. And you remember what I told you about the course? Hope you remember. I said that the course, we have this divergence. Your course, we have a divergence, a break in market structure, the key at a very key level area, and of course, lastly, the main, you must be looking at the right time frame. The right time frame. If you are not looking at the right time frame, you are not going to get it right. Now we want to see this. This is what they will use to build a course. Now we want to see this. Yeah. Remember, it has done this particular level. It did this. That's touch. Now, after touching, it went back up to touch this place. This is our touch. It went back up like this to touch our what? Our moving average, our market structure level here. Now, it is at this particular point here that we want to see the course. We want to see the course here. This particular point. Yeah. Now let's look for it. Now, which time frame is this? We are looking at this is the daily time frame. Now we are going to go down to the 1 hour and the 15 minutes time frame. Now let's go to the 1 hour. This is 1 hour. Please, hope people are following.
Yes.
Good. Now this is the 1 hour. We are going to go down to the 1 hour. Remember, this is the place we are looking at. This is what happened in the 1 hour. This is the shape. This is the shape in the 1 hour. Now, I told us something. In building a course, we are going to look for the course in this 1 hour. First of all, we need to look for divergence, RSI. We need to look for divergence, RSI. We need to look for divergence, RSI.
I'm still on whiteboard.
You say?
I said I'm still on whiteboard.
No, I'm out of the whiteboard now. I'm MetaTrader 4. Can you see my chart?
I can't see you. I'm on whiteboard.
You are not seeing the empty 4.
No, still on whiteboard.
Only the whiteboard. Okay.
Can you see my screen now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, Precious, the right time frame I'm talking about, you must be looking at, you must get your main time frame. If you don't get your main time frame, then you're looking at the wrong area. You must get your main time frame, Precious. That is what I mean by the right time frame. Now, if you look at it, I said in building a course, we must have a divergence. Now, can you see the divergence in 1 hour? Are we seeing it?
Yes.
Good. There's a divergence here in 1 hour. In building this course. Now, after the divergence, what happened? We have a break in the market structure. This is the market structure level here. This is it. A break in the market structure, then we are good to sell. But I took my entry from the 15 minutes time frame because I wanted to use a very lower lot size, stop loss, and I use a big lot size there. I go above my normal lot size. And you can see very clearly on the 15 minutes time frame. You can see how clear it is. You can see the break in the market structure, and you can see where I entered from. I think I entered from here. Yeah, look at it. I entered from this zone. 1961.5. I did not enter from this top here. I waited for the break in market structure. Which is this. This was where we have the break. Then I waited for this. Yeah. The retest. How did I get this retest? I know most of you will ask me. Very simple. I knew that price is going to come to the 1 hour. And that brings me to the next topic I want to discuss. Why I don't use a continuational pattern for divergence. Are you there?
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, why I don't use a continuational pattern for divergence? Let me write it. Why I don't use a continuational pattern for divergence? You will all see it right now. Now, when using a continuational pattern for divergence, we all know what a continuational pattern is. A continuational divergence, for example, price is making this. Price made something like this. It went up. It came down. It went back up. Now, price did this. And from year to year, if you trace it, the oscillator did this. This is our oscillator. Our oscillator did something like this. I don't know how I want to express this right now, but I will show us. Let me show you. Oscillator did something like this. Let me use oscillator did something like this. It drops, went up, drop, went higher. Now, if you notice something in my drawing, please, are you seeing the whiteboard?
Yes.
Sir.
Are you seeing the whiteboard?
Yes.
Yes, sir, we are seeing it.
Okay, good. Now, if you notice something, this is the previous eye, this particular eye. This particular eye here. This is it. Sorry, they are not in the same place, but just understand. Now, this next eye here, this particular eye here, this is now going to be our focus point, this one. If you notice something, it did not go above the moving average. It did not go up, sorry, it did not go above the market structure, but oscillator went above it. This is what will give us our continuational pattern. Now, you can see this continuational pattern in the primary time frame. Now, price is going to give you something like this. Let me take this drawing. Like this. A, B, and C. C. A, B, C. Now, it is at this C point that we want to be focused. We want to focus our attention on. Now, let me now go back to my meta theta 4. Can you see the meta theta 4?
Not yet.
Good. This is the meta theta 4. What happened? We have this. Let me clean everything. We have this. I'm looking at the 1 hour chart now. We have this. If you look at it, we have this. The continuational pattern.
We are still on whiteboard, sir.
Huh?
We are still on whiteboard, sir. We are still on whiteboard.
Seriously? All right. Can you see my MT4 now?
Yes, yes.
All right. Now, if you look at it, price did this. An oscillator did this. Let me trace it. Yes. Oscillator did this. Slightly above, I mean almost. Oscillator did this. So we have the what? We have the A point.
This.
We have the B point. And we finally have the C point. The C point. Yeah. Now remember I said something. It is at this C point that we are going to look our focus on. Now, if you notice, there is a continuational divergence in 1 hour. Now, the simple truth why I don't use a continuational divergence is wherever you see a continuational divergence in 1 hour, if you go down to the corresponding entry time frame of that divergence time frame, you are going to see a reversal time frame. Sorry, you are going to see a reversal divergence. I repeat, when you take your particular trade based on continuational divergence, when you look at 1 hour, this is 1 hour for your continuational divergence, and you go down to the 15 minutes, which is the corresponding entry time frame of 1 hour, you are going to see a reversal divergence in that point C. Now let's go to the 15 minutes.
What do you call this? Okay.
Let's go to the 15 minutes at point C. Let me make this bolder.
Say 150 learning,
200. If you notice, this is the first point of divergence. Yeah.
Only 120
but we're not looking at this one. The one we are looking at is this particular one here that went higher. And look at what price did. Price went lower. Have you seen the reversal divergence?
Yes.
And that was why I actually entered this particular trade, CAD JPY. Sorry, yes, CAD JPY from the 1 hour, from this zone. From this zone. From the 1 hour. That was why I entered that trade from that particular zone. Now, let me go back to particular level. Even at this zone here, we have another word. Formation, the same formation. Look at it. There's a divergence here. Price went lower. But what happened? Oscillator went up. This is a what? A continuational divergence. Now let's apply our ABC. A. Okay, I'll change the letters. Let me just B and C. All right, our A is here. A, our B is here. B, and our C is here. C. Now let's pinpoint our C. Go down to the 15 minutes time frame. On our 15 minutes time frame. Now, can you see the divergence playing out? Look at the divergence very well. Can you see it? Are we seeing it? Please talk to me.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So let me go back. Let me go to Euro JPY, 15th of June. Let me take another example. Euro JPY, 15th of June. Euro JPY, 15th of June. Of June. Eight more minutes, then we close for the first morning section. 15th of June, yeah, we are there. Now this was 0 JPY, 15th of June. June 1800 at 6 o'clock. Good, around this point. Around this point. Now, why did I enter this trade? Let's go back to the one daily. Now look at the daily. The same thing I told you people about. The same thing I told you people about. Price did this. It drops. Don't forget. It created the market structure here. Up here. Then it came back down to touch our moving averages. In touching our moving averages, it went back up. Reacting to that space. Look at the space. Don't forget the space. The space it's created from here to this place. Reacting to this space. And what happened? This is the area where we wanted price to get to. And this is our point C, our interest point. Now price drops. Price drops below our moving averages. Instead of it to go further down, it still went back up here. Now, this point is where we are looking at our interest point. Yeah. Why did it reverse from here? Why did this particular course drop price down? Let's go to the daily time, 1 hour time frame.
They change it to candlesticks, sir.
Now, this is the 1 hour time frame. Are you able to see my chart now? Are we there? Can we all see my chart, please?
Yes, sir. Yes, I can see.
All right. Now, this is the Euro JPY. What happened? This is the boss we are trying to look at, this particular boss. And what happened at that boss? Very simple. The same thing was happened. The same course was created. We are looking at this place. The same course was created. Yeah. And what is that? Look at it. Price looking to go down. We have this. I don't like this divergence. This divergence is not convincing enough. So I will switch to MACD. I will add MACD and see. Now you can look very well in MACD. Let me cancel this. In MACD, MACD was floating. It was floating. Why price did this? Now, still again, I don't like this MACD. It's not convincing enough. I will now go down to what? My 15 minutes time frame, which is the entry time frame. My 15 minutes time frame, which is the entry time frame. And we can see very perfectly the divergence. Are you seeing it? Are we seeing it? Are we there? Are we there? Are we seeing it, please?
Yes, sir. We can see it clearly.
Good. And that is what happened. The course was created. We have the divergence. We have a break in the market structure and price drops. And price did what? Price dropped. That is the drop we are seeing. Now, in dropping, the same thing, it drops down to this place. It drops down to this place. The same thing happened in Gabbiton JPY. That happened in Gabbiton, happened here also. And what is that? It breaks the market structure in 1 hour and close above it on the day. at the end of the day. That is why you saw this. Look at it. This is the market structure here in 1 hour. At the end of the day, it breaks above it. It created another cause, formed the divergence. In forming divergence, this is divergence. It forms the divergence. In forming the divergence, it closed above this and went back up. Now, in going back up again, the same thing, the same cause that it did here, it also happened here. And what is that cause this time around? It created another word, divergence. The same cause. When the same cause created the same cause, the same pattern, the same way. This is it. It created the same cause, divergence. It breaks below market structure. It closed below market structure. Yeah, this is the market structure. Then it drops back. This is it. The same thing is going to happen here, and that is why I'm looking to be so bullish in the period in JPY. This is it. It has created our divergence. This is divergence that has created. What I need now is a daily close above market structure. I need a daily close above market structure in 1 hour. 1 hour market structure needs to be closed. This is it. This above this particular level. If market close above this particular level, then I know it's going to come back to this top. Yeah, it's going to go back up here. So what is going to happen is this. It's going to drop up like this, go up, create another good course. Follow. All right. It is as simple as that. It is as simple as that. Now, I am going to end this morning section here. Please, your questions, you can write them when you have done your research and everything. You can write them your questions. Then by 2 p.m., we are going to meet here at the same time, 2 p.m. We discuss on your questions. Then I'm going to tell you my current position, why I am taking my current positions. I'm going to talk about why I am taking my current positions. And what are my current positions? I am actually buying Great Britain USD. I'm buying Great Britain USD. Although, look at it with a lower lot size. Why is it a lower lot size? Because I'm trying to stack this. It has not yet given me what I want. So I am still buying. When it gives me my full confirmation, I will join with a better lot size. I want to stack it till it gets to this particular top. Till it gets to this particular top. Yeah. That is what I want to do. I want to start Great Britain USD till it get to this particular top. And I'm also buying odd USD. Why am I buying odd USD? The same thing I saw in Euro Great Britain. Great Britain USD. That's why I'm buying Great Britain odd USD. Now listen, this is not a certain trade. It is a trade that is still building up. When it gives me a correct confirmation, then I can now say, yes, I am buying this. And I will also look into analyzing other pairs when we come tomorrow. Now, this is CAD JPY. We also look into analyzing other pairs when we come back in the afternoon. So, thank you and God bless you. I will end the class now. We can discuss anything on Telegram.